We streaming live. Before we introduce ourselves, we streaming live on Fantasy Guyz Facebook page, Instagram page, YouTube page. We on WFLR Spreaker Radio, iHeartRadio, their Facebook radio. So all that other good stuff. Feel free to watch us on any of those platforms. We on all of them. We going live on each and every one of them. And if you got any questions that you want to debate or talk to us about, again, the number is 313-444-5399. Again, the number is 313-444-5399. Feel free to call. We got the big bro Moti over here. You know he has a lot to say, especially after last night's game. So any quick words and advice for everybody out there that's listening to Big Bro?
Yeah, man. It's a pleasure having me on here. And let's get it rolling.
Let's get it rolling. Manir H, any...
We're going to have a good show today. We got Moti. It's going to be a lot of debate going on.
Yeah.
We're going to go from there.
Abe, any words, anything like that?
It's going to be a very controversial debate today. We're going to be talking about the Cavs, the Warriors, the NFL, everything covered today. Make sure you guys comment, call in. We're going to put the phone number down. We want you guys to interact with us. So.
Yes, we want to acknowledge you guys' comments. That's why we have the Facebook page opened up, just to see what you guys are saying. So feel free to comment too if you don't want to call in. You know, we're always more than welcome to talk about that too. We had some good conversations going before we even started live, so we had to pause and go live. So let's get the ball rolling, guys. Let's go straight to the NBA since that's the hottest sport right now in the streets going on. We got the finals, Cavs, Warriors, 4 years straight. Crazy, wild game one. I thought it was a very exciting game one. Up until overtime, I thought the game was going back and forth. It was just a great game. You know, as a fan of the NBA, rather than not even being a Golden State fan or a Cavs fan, I thought it was a really exciting game. A lot of stuff that we could break down, but just overall, though, I'm gonna start off with you, Moti. What was your overall thoughts on the game, and then we'll go into specific plays and situations.
Very disappointed.
Very disappointed.
Why is that? Why?
Okay.
Right? Now, you have this game, Warriors vs. Cavs. Everybody's talking about this blowout.
Right.
Everybody got to be in the Cavs getting swept.
Take the brooms out.
Exactly.
Golden State was minus 13, I think, favored.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous for finals.
Okay. So, what do we get instead, fellas? A good game.
Yes.
Right?
It was a great game. I thought it was a great game.
So why do the refs have to get involved? You know,
Because that's their job.
you're talking about, you know what I'm saying, a superstar that's been in for 15 years.
Okay.
And he's not getting the calls like he's a rookie.
So
Unbelievable. Like a charge. I'm gonna talk about the charge real quick.
Yes.
Why? Because that one is what.
We can go into the
Disgusting.
chart. That was one of the plays that we discussed.
Yeah. And that play in particular disgusted me and had me take out my blood pressure medication.
So can I just tell people what the play was? Basically, when Cleveland was up by, I think, 2 at that point, Kevin Durant drove in the hole, like 35 seconds left. LeBron Kane was not in the vicinity of the circle. They called it a charge. They later on replay changed it. They said it was a defensive blocking foul. So that's what Moti is talking about.
Now you guys watch basketball, right?
Yes.
Okay. When the ref made a play, because to their defense a little bit, one ref called a block and one ref called a charge. Right. So the outside ref pointed towards the ref in the inside, out of bounds, close to the plate. He pointed at him and said, "It's your call." He ended up saying charge.
Yes.
Now, they went to the booth to review it, okay? Steve Javier, a former ref in the NBA, he said charge. You can't change that. When they went in the booth, in the video screen to review it, they were reviewing if he was outside the cylinder or inside.
He was outside.
He was outside.
Okay.
But they changed the call back. Cavs up by 2. Under 40 seconds left. Under 40 seconds left.
Okay.
Like game is kind of pretty much over in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron would have took the clock down to about 15, 16 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Made the shot or not, he's smart enough to go to the hole and get a foul. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Go ahead, up by 3 or 4. It doesn't matter, like, Cavaliers could have escaped that victory with all the nonsense happening at the end of the game with the Hill, Miss Free Throw, the JR mistake.
That JR mistake, we're going to discuss that.
I'm gonna close on the charge right quick, so I'll give you guys a chance to talk. But like that charge,
Let me tell you something.
all right, hold on. He took the charge,
Okay.
all right. People say he was moving. Like you can move. You can move, but as soon as you get hit,
Your feet have to be set.
his feet set.
They were
His feet was set, Ron.
You guys sound like Cavaliers fans.
No, I'm a basketball fan.
I'm a basketball fan too. But his feet were not set. His right foot was not, it was barely even on the ground.
So you thought that it was a defensive foul, blocking foul?
I thought it was
Okay,
yeah, it was a
if
black
that's the case,
foul.
Ibrahim, if that's the case, Ibrahim, if you throw a defensive foul, have you ever seen a play get overturned like that?
That was the guy's right move though.
Look, I've never seen that get overturned. Plus, versus
You haven't
LeBron
watched-
James,
you haven't
like
watched
a
Lions games, that's
superstar.
what it is.
He is the NBA. He is it. Okay. What about
So
the
you say-
Lions? What about the Lions versus Cowboys and pass interference? Why didn't they go back and?
Because that's a new thing they're doing now. They know that they made mistakes in the past, and now that the right call is what matters most, not their pride. So if they call the call on the floor, they're not gonna go back and say, you know what, we called it was the wrong call, but we called it on the floor, well, let's keep it. They know now that they can suck their pride up. They called a charge, they went back and called it a blocking because that was the right call, and the right team won.
I don't think it's the right call.
George Hill strip on Kevin Durant. They called a foul. They could have went to the.
They don't call it on strip fouls. They don't
Yeah,
call it
it's
on
just
charge.
blocking only on charge.
Well, okay.
That's
No,
the only way
you said they changed the rule. They're trying to change.
Yeah.
Fix mistakes. So I think that was a mistake. They could easily fix, but I mean, it was just disappointing because us NBA fans, us basketball fans in particular, we want to see good game, and we never want the ref to dictate the game. We want the players to dictate the game. We want that last shot. We want that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And last night, with the ratings the NBA is getting right now, it's high.
It's very high. Rightfully so.
Come on,
Let me tell you something.
let the players play.
Yeah, I thought that call was it was very unnecessary to change that call. In my opinion, I know y'all bringing up the Lions. There's plenty of situations where we saw that the game would have been still flowing the way it should have if you don't change the call. You leave it as is. I know they got new rules now where they can change that call. I think that was enough evidence to not have to change that call. He was, you had Steve Jabby, whatever his name is, coming in and saying that, it's a charge.
Those guys are always wrong.
I know, but
Those analysts, they always lie.
A former referee.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Honestly, when those people
Basically,
come in
in other
and they
words-
give their opinion, a lot of the time I feel like they say what the people want to hear.
But Steve Jabby at the end of the day is telling you what he would have called if he's on the court.
Yeah.
And basically,
30
that was
plus
the charge.
years. I
Yeah.
don't know how many championships his ref, he's really experienced.
I would not have called that a
I
foul.
respect
I
the
mean,
referee
even,
decision.
because now you
I
got,
think it was a charge, and when there's a play, you gotta call it.
what do you guys think, man?
I'd say, like most said, when they talked to each other, the refs on the court, he pointed and said, it's your call. He called it a charge, and you can't go back and change it.
Yeah.
It don't happen.
After you already looked, like they already discussed, it's your call, what did you see? Because he's already telling them, like, I didn't see
He
it.
originally looked like he was gonna go for blocking. The other guy called the charge. He said, you know what? I was 50-50. I'm gonna go with you since you're sure.
That's exactly, I'm 50-50.
But then
so
they
I'm not
reviewed
sure.
it
And
because-
so he's saying basically, I'm sure it's a charge.
Well, now what they're doing is they're reviewing these charges. I think under like certain time in the game, they review them. That was a good review. They looked at it. His feet weren't set. I know you can move technically, but I think when the contact came, it was a charge, and they called it.
Hey, another thing to point out on that play, okay, when you watch something full speed, it's different than watching something slow.
For sure. That's very true.
Yeah.
Alright, like you can easily change your mind on something because you've seen it slow motion.
Yes.
Alright, so, we could go back and waste all this time if they keep reviewing plays like that because the slow motion is gonna definitely look different than, a game speed.
Nothing annoys me more than changing a big call like that
Oh,
at the end of the game.
It's a game.
Like, you go with what you call, and that's what we have referees, right? AZ, like,
Right.
before the camera
So why
was
are
the
you complaining
replays.
about the referee?
Because he made the right call originally, and then they want to go and look into it, like, nothing annoys me
How
more
many
than that.
How
times?
about this,
How many times did they go back and fix the play? Like they say, no touchdown. I know this is football. They go back. His 2 feet were in. They review it. It was the right call.
I agree.
They have to
But
review
not
it.
everybody agrees that this was a
Honestly,
clear
if they called it a charge and stuck with it, I would have never been that mad.
Exactly.
It was
Exactly.
close.
Exactly.
It was close. Blocking the right
You
call.
and a lot of people, I guarantee it would have been discussed a little bit, but not as much as.
Right, that's
as
switching.
Not making the play, or switching.
Exactly, and that's what bothers me. I mean, you got anything else you want to touch on with that specific call? I think that they should have just stuck with it. But going back to the game, I guess, is LeBron James looking at his numbers. What do he have? 51 points,
Guys,
8-8.
8 and 8. Just a monster game. I think he shot like 19 for 30. This guy's shooting above 60, percent from the field, and he's not shooting. Yeah, that's the goat sound. That's the goat noise. So guys, like, what are your thoughts? I guess, what does Cleveland have to do differently to win this game? Because I felt like I did everything right up until those last few minutes of the game, man. What do they have to do differently?
If LeBron is scoring 50-something points a game, and he's playing his heart out, I'm sure 60%, I don't think there's anything he can do at that point. And they couldn't win yesterday with that kind of performance by LeBron James, so that's just going to be tough for the rest of the season.
Do you mean to win a game or to win the series?
To win the series, I guess. Oh, to win game 2. Let's break it down by game by game. What do they have to do differently to win game 2, I guess?
I think to win any game, when LeBron drives in, you can see Draymond or Livingston, the guys that are checking, the perimeter guys, they're cheating. They're helping, whoever's checking LeBron. Now you can see it, and it's frustrating for LeBron because when he kicks it out to Jeff Green or to George Hill or to Korver or to J.R. Smith, it's either they hesitate or they shoot and they miss more than they should make them. That's what they need to do. They need to hit their threes. When they hit their threes, nobody can cheat, nobody can help. LeBron can get his ISO. That's what they need to do. But they're not hitting their shots, and that's what's making them.
That's how they're built too. So what do you think?
I mean, I think, I agree with, anybody about him, really comments about, what he do. But in my opinion, they played a big game. They just missed a few shots, but, I'm in a group message with a lot of my friends, and, they're saying that LeBron James kills the Cavaliers offense like they and in basketball, it's all about mismatches. Like, the Warriors went back on the other side, kept switching on Tristan Thompson, and began the, Steph Curry, Tristan Thompson matchup. Come on, it's all about matchups in the NBA. It's the finals, so there's no time to be running plays. No, if you go to what's working and you keep going. Obviously, it worked yesterday. 51, 8, and 8. Love, I think, had like 21 and 13. But other than those two players,
They had a few sparks with Larry Nance and.
what sparks? 4 points?
No, he had more offensive rebounds.
He didn't have more than freaking.
He tied the offensive rebounds in the whole Warriors team. He was definitely.
No, he's
He
straight.
was a presence
He
for
was
the
straight.
Cavs.
He's straight, but
He stepped up a little bit for them.
it's those guys in the perimeter. Like Jeff Green,
He
they
needs
so
the
much.
threes.
J.R. Smith, J.R. Smith. We'll get to J.R. Smith.
Yeah, that's the next
Yeah,
topic.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
next topic. But Dave Farber saying that it was a block, by the way, he said it was a blocking foul, so that's what he was saying. We got JJ from Delight Cafe saying that I agree with Mo, so he's saying that he agrees with you, and what your comments
But then he
are
also
saying.
said it was a charge.
Who, JJ?
Legit.
That's good, that's right, it's a charge.
Agreeing with
Oh,
It's a charge, yeah, man.
He's agreeing.
It's agreed, man.
He
It's
said
a
they
big
should be
call.
fired.
Shout
Okay.
out to JJ. Shout out to JJ with the pastrami turkey sandwich on point.
Yeah,
No
so
tomato, no tomato.
Dave Farber basically wants to start something with you, Motsi. He couldn't come today, but he wants to.
I wish
reach
Dave
out.
could have been here.
I know,
Yeah,
Dave.
Dave
come on,
played
man.
around, but I'm gonna act like Dave sitting in that chair right there.
Yeah.
Because
So.
when I'm debating, I'm looking right at him.
Alright, so let's get straight to the J.R. Smith guy. So I was listening to Stephen A. Smith, and I like what he brought up, and I like hearing his thoughts after the game because it's funny to me, and it's interesting too. So he said, and I want to know where does this rank, guys, of the most boneheaded plays you guys ever seen in your lives, okay? He put Isaiah Thomas's pass, I don't know if you guys ever seen the video, because obviously we weren't live, when Boston Celtics, he threw it under the rim, they stole it, they hit a layup to win the game in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pistons. And then he said Chris Webber calling a timeout when they had no timeouts. But he said that this ranks above both of those, so boneheaded plays.
I agree.
So, J.R. Smith, did he make the biggest boneheaded play y'all ever seen on live game in a pressure moment? Or can y'all bring up something better? What are your thoughts? I mean,
I can't, on top of my head, think of one that was worse
Okay.
than that, but I'm pretty sure that there was worse plays in professional sports. With that is,
I don't know, man.
people
I
can
really
make the
don't know.
argument,
I
people
really
can
don't
make the
know.
argument that he could have laid it back and he could have shot it back up. There's still people there in the paint. He could have passed out to LeBron or Jordan.
He had a chance to shoot.
He could have shot it like a
Nice
fadeaway.
little, yeah, no, not even. Like,
There were people there.
Draymond went up for the rebound, he grabbed it, he could have went back up like that.
Yeah, it would have been somewhat contested, but how do you know he would have made it? That was the real question.
Doesn't matter.
And another thing is, we can argue about this, but George Hill should have made the second free throw. So I don't think it was that bad. Of course, it was it was a boneheaded mistake. You're supposed to be aware, game awareness of the score and what's going on. That was his problem, but I think it's worse.
So, in your head right now, is it a top 5 boneheaded play just off of what you know from your head?
Yeah, top five.
Okay, I was gonna say, cause now you just joking around,
Top five,
man.
sure.
Munir, what you got to say?
Definitely a top five boneheaded play.
Yeah,
My thing is, they had a timeout, right, at the end.
yes.
He gets the ball, call the timeout. Him or the coach, they can call the timeout.
Anyone could have called timeout.
Anybody, call the timeout. You got, well,
2
4
seconds.
seconds.
I know, no, but
How
listen.
much seconds was it?
There was about 4.7 when we got the
Exactly,
rebound.
4.7 seconds.
Yeah.
You call a timeout, you're tied up. Worst comes to shove, you give LeBron the ball the way he's been shooting, drive it, he can do something with that time. It doesn't happen, you're going overtime. Not do what he did, grab it, go half court, then try to dish it out to somebody at the three. Come on, man, there's no way.
J.R.
What's most of you guys say about
J.R.
J.R. Smith?
J.R. Smith is when you mix marijuana and alcohol.
Yep.
Right?
Ramadan, but we gotta talk about
I'm just
this.
saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, about that, but I'm just saying, like, I heard it. But he is the result. Like, to be honest with you, as far as bonehead plays, I think the Chris Webber play was worse.
Okay.
Because
I don't think it was.
It was worse. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why because they were actually tied
Right.
with the ball.
There's no timeouts.
Championship game too, by the way.
Well, let me tell you something
All
about,
right,
all right.
J.R. Smith was going headed, but it's not like he come in. It's like overtime play. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely top five. But the most go-ahead play I ever seen was overseas. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, but it was a tie game.
And then
And then dude shot the basket for the game-winning basket for the other team.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. I'm
that-
pretty sure there's a lot worse.
That's pretty boneheaded there, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, the other team ended up winning. But J.R. Smith, man, he definitely did not know that they were tied. He definitely thought that, they're up by one with the hill making a free throw. But going back to, like, LeBron needed help. Like, come on, guys. Like, if J.R. Smith would have did something there, or George Hill would have made those 3 free throws, there you go. You know what I'm saying? George Hill helped out.
That's the help.
Yeah, he helped out. But them doing that, it just puts more on LeBron's shoulder. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. He's withstanding so much pressure, so much, things are on him. It's crazy. I never experienced or seen anything like this. And I'm not talking about his talent. I'm just talking about the pressure and the people talk about him, the haters. Like, everything is surrounded by the most controversial player ever.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I don't think that's being discussed a lot too. Is how much a lot of pressure is on the guy, man. There's a lot of pressure on LeBron James, and he quietly handles it. Like, his team may not be winning every game that we expect him to win, but at the end of the day, he's handling the pressure. Like, he's performing. He's handling what he can handle, at least. That's what I'm saying. He's taking care of what he can take care of. Any other thoughts about the J.R. Smith play and any comments on that?
I had J.R. actually having a good series, but last night kind of disappointed me a little bit. But I still think he's gonna have a good series, man. Because you never know. J.R. is a streaking shooter. He might just pop up in game 2.
Omar, you asked what they can do to win game 2.
Yes.
Keep J.R. on the game,
Keep J.R. on the bench.
He just started. J.R. plays defense. J.R. plays defense. Bro.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie.
takes care of
Like, even Clay Thompson, like, he plays defense. Like, it's just he's known to be, to be a
Knucklehead,
shooter.
man. He's a knucklehead,
But
man.
even on offense, like, he's known to be a shooter.
He's a streaker.
He's a
Yeah.
shooter. When he's on, he's on. I remember last year or the year before that versus Atlanta.
Yeah.
He just went off for like 2 games. 7 for like
Everything
13
he's
shooting.
throwing up.
So yeah, man, we'll see, man.
Yeah, we'll see, guys. If you guys want to debate anything, talk to us about anything, again, the number is 313-444-5399. The number is 313-444-5399. Feel free to call in at any moment. We can talk. We got the phone right here next to me. So if you guys have any questions, call it in. So 444-5399. 313-444-5399. So now we're going to go to what is your finals prediction, guys. So we watched game 1. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If game 1 wasn't until today, I would have said Cleveland's lucky if they win 1 game. I could see a 4-1 series. Now I could say game 6. I could see a 6-game series, but I still got Golden State winning in 6 just because I think they're the better team. But I'm rooting for Cleveland. Personally, I want Cleveland to win just because of everything that's happened with LeBron James. So me personally, I got to go in 6 games. Golden State favorite. Golden State taking it though. Moti, what do you got? The finals series.
Going into the playoffs, I thought the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm changing the name. They're called the Cleveland LeBron.
Cleveland Browns.
Going into the playoffs, I thought they were a top 5 team in the league. So meaning there were 4 teams that were there: Toronto, Rockets, Warriors, and Boston. As far as teams. So for them to make it this far, to me, is an accomplishment. And they're definitely overmatched by the Warriors. you know, but, I'm gonna stay biased, man, I'm gonna pick LeBron.
And 7?
LeBron 7.
LeBron and 7. So
So
we'll
make it
see.
interesting. I wanna see good basketball.
Yeah, me too.
I would love to see that.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't. No, you would not. You would not want
You,
LeBron
you
James.
wanna see LeBron get swept?
Yeah, no.
I
I would love to see that as well.
Yeah, that's
But
the
why?
other
But why? As a basketball fan, why would you?
No, why
Why
would
would you
you-
want a team get swept in the
Just so,
championship?
just, let me tell you why. I would love to see a game 7, because that'll be good basketball, like we said, you know, both teams are winning. But I'd also like to get to see him get swept, for all you LeBron LeGoaters, to see that he's not the GOAT. Jordan never lost in this championship, never.
It's not talking about
He
you.
never lost in if he lost, what, his championship record will be 3-6.
Yeah.
Come on, but he never played the Golden State Warriors.
3-6?
They would've let him
Yeah.
go.
I'm just saying, 3-6, what kind of GOAT is 3-6? That's all I'm saying.
That's half.
That's 3-6 Mafia right there.
Exactly.
So,
Minute, what's your prediction for the series?
Okay, after yesterday's game, I predict it's gonna be the Golden State Warriors in 5 games.
You got 5
I
games
got
still?
5 games.
Okay.
I see Cleveland maybe winning 1 game out of this series.
at home, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Cleveland, Golden State in 5. How about you, Abe?
You know, Golden State, I see them winning the second game. They're very good on momentum. If they would have lost the first game, then I would have given the Cavaliers a chance. But I'm bringing out the brooms, and I'm gonna say they're gonna get swept.
For us?
I want to see Monty and the rest of these LeGoaters just get humble for a second and know LeBron needs maybe 2 or 3 or 4 superstars to have a chance. Maybe he can go to
Houston?
Houston
Philly.
or Boston or Philly. And then maybe he has a chance. But
You know, bringing up superstars, you're right. 'Cause he's the only one on the field in the team right now. He's our superstar. Golden State, how many superstars Golden State have?
they have 2, 3. No.
Easy.
Maybe.
No, we
Four,
got
three,
superstars.
4 all-stars.
All-stars.
4 future Hall of Famers, by the way.
Freaking
Four.
Who's not a superstar? Klay Thompson?
Clay Thompson's not a superstar.
Man, I
He's
don't
not a
know,
superstar.
man.
What are you talking about?
Man.
He's not a superstar.
Man.
Look, you cannot say
Hey,
superstar.
debate
All-star.
is,
All-star, superstar are different. Superstar
my
are.
debate was Draymond Green.
No, you say that he's a superstar?
No, that he's he's an all-star, not a superstar.
He's an all-star.
He's asking how many super.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Klay Thompson's definitely a superstar.
He's not a
Yeah,
superstar.
he's saying that's superstar.
Definitely a superstar.
I'm just saying.
I think he's borderline superstar, man.
Let us hear it on the comments.
If you guys
Yeah.
think that Draymond is a part of that Warriors system,
100% he is.
Klay Thompson is as well, because he cannot create for himself. He gets the ball and shoots it off of screens. Without Steph Curry and Durant and all these guys spreading the floor, they'll double team him. He'll be locked down. He can't do it for
I
himself.
called him last week and or the week before that when David was there. I said Klay Thompson's going to be a top 5 shooting guard of all time.
I could see that
If
happening.
he stays with the Warriors,
No, it's
Wherever
not
he goes.
to be honest.
Wherever he goes. Man, he's talented, bro.
he can shoot the ball, but he can't
No, he
create for
can drive
himself.
too. He can drive too.
Alright, so
And he
Tino
can defend.
Sauce, one of my boys from MSU, just asked me, Omar, MJ LeBron, who is the GOAT, so he's listening. You know we're gonna be quick with this, because Tino, if you've been watching us, man, we've been going hard. Alright, LeBron James is the GOAT. I'm sorry to get anyone upset. Moti, who you got? You got LeBron.
Who you got?
Manir, who you got?
Like
Hey,
I
look
said,
at you like your friendship is on the line.
It's just not. I can't pick one because I never really watched.
Thank you.
Don't pull that line on me, Suki. That's what they don't
A
do.
bunch of
No, I'm
people are
serious.
freaking YouTubers.
No,
Okay? You can't be a YouTuber.
I watch the full game.
LeBron's a
I watch full
YouTuber.
game.
LeBron's a YouTuber.
Hey, what does that have to?
And
So I have to
Look at
watch
the competition.
That's a
Look at
lot.
the competition.
It's not the
Even on
competition.
YouTube. No, I'm saying, even on YouTube. If you watch Jordan's games, look at the competition, man. Look at the competition. Look how slow they are, man.
No,
Jordan was the only one
Let
running
me tell you
around.
something.
In
LeBron's
this day and age,
you look at
there's like 3 or 4 players running around.
LeBron's soft self would not handle the bad boys Pistons.
Listen,
Yes,
He would.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Never called a call.
Hey,
You guys can complain about the charge. He would have handled the slaps and the punches
Hey,
and the bill of years.
I'm glad you brought up back in the days basketball. I'm gonna tell you the difference. All right, first of all, they're playing basketball these days. Back in days, you know, people always say, "Oh man, back in days, soft ass LeBron was never
Soft.
soft." That's not basketball when you go slam somebody to the ground.
Well, you saying the competition was different.
When you clothesline somebody, that's not basketball.
They have more
The
competition.
bad boys, how they handle Jordan, that's not basketball.
More
They
competition.
freaking hurt him.
Yeah,
It's called
That's not basketball.
They didn't win games.
I want to.
They won a few championships that way. So
You
you
know
tell
how you
me.
do it?
You tell me.
You know what? I remember Holbrook. We used to go to Holbrook.
Okay.
All right. I remember one game in particular. There's one guy that didn't get a foul. I'm not gonna say his name.
Julico?
Hey, no name. Hey, he didn't get a foul. Okay, one time. He didn't get a foul. You know, and I remember he went home and got his dog. All right, like he had the whole park got empty quick. Like, come on, bro. That's not the way to play.
That's funny, man.
We came there to hoop.
Well, all I'm saying is, you said that back in the days the competition was a lot less. Well, it was a lot more. It was a lot more physical as well. LeBron's too soft to play.
What physical?
That era.
They were fighting. That's not basketball. Physical. No,
Basketball's 99% physical. Everybody knows that. Basketball's 99%.
So-
You can play physical without freaking a clothesline somebody. Or freaking, you know,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
punching them. A punch him as you go to the hole, man. We saw Bill Laimbeer and the
Guess
Celtics.
what?
It's crazy.
Jordan did it through them. So don't say he didn't. He got out easily.
No, he did it. No, he did it because in the 80s he didn't win.
Right.
When the bad teams left in the 90s,
Well,
he
they
came around,
won. They were the bad
and
boys.
they started winning.
The bad boys won in
What did he
'89.
do, though?
So it's basically.
What did he do?
Yeah.
Got kicked
Right.
out of the league for gambling.
Who did?
Jordan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why he left. See, you guys are youngins, man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I have the stories, man. You know what I'm saying? Got kicked out of the league.
Yep.
Hey, they're even saying the mafia killed his father because of that too, because he owed him money. You know what I'm saying? That's another story. Anyways, allegedly, yeah. But
Fantasy guys does not.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's not go there as far as the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, so let me give some shout outs to people that are commenting. So Dave was saying that Isaiah Thomas' play was probably the worst play of all time because it was the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 5, and he blew it. Ali's and Danny always give him one of your shout outs that JR is good when he's comfortable and confident. He's been playing scared when he was right. LeBron, our coach, should have called timeout.
Let's go.
Hey, you guys got a good relationship there. By the way, Tino was the first guy that told me about torn ACLs, and he told me that he tore both of his. Man, I just got out of surgery. Tino, if you're still watching, I don't know
What up,
if you see
Tino?
it. You got my brace on right now, Tino. So shout out to Tino, by the way. We appreciate the questions, guys. Keep commenting. We're gonna try to acknowledge everybody that comments. Feel free to call in as well.
We got Sana, or consistent commitment. He said, when did Jordan ever have to score 50 points to deal with the team? And the BS that goes on with what J.R. Smith did. My point is, you asked Ron what Jordan never had to amount to. Ron is the GOAT. Well, this is a good thing we're in America.
Thank you.
Everybody has their opinion.
Sana.
Let me tell you guys something. People are.
Hey,
people
what's
forget-
his name? What's his name? Consistent commitment.
Consistent commitment.
Alright,
Let me tell you
that's
something.
Sana because LeBron James is the definition of consistent commitment.
Let me tell you
He
guys
commented
something.
at the right time.
We like to forget. We're humans. We forget.
What do we forget?
Look, Jordan came. Everybody used to go.
Abe talks like he watched
Let me
Jordan.
tell you.
YouTube is not justice.
Let me tell you. So people forget so quickly. You see LeBron, yes, he's phenomenal. He's fascinating. He's the best player in the NBA right now. I'm not saying he's not. He's definitely in the GOAT conversation. But if you watch Jordan and you know Jordan and you know what he was, you don't need to watch much to know what he's done.
Okay.
If you highlights, you can see what
That's
the man is about.
Hey,
Can I
listen,
just change this whole topic and kind of get Moti even more mad?
Get Moti.
He has Kobe in front of LeBron first of all.
Arguably.
He has
The
Kobe in front of
audacity.
LeBron.
No, this year,
The audacity.
LeBron is taking a step forward.
This
That's-
year, just off of
Yeah,
this year.
just this
Hey,
year.
hey,
He
hey.
can actually hit the three consistently. He's
Who?
actually, LeBron. He's hitting it consistently. He's actually, picking up the team and doing it. I respected it this year, but, still would have.
He's been doing it for a long time. They just said, I don't know why you
Not consistent.
So, you had a great question before we even went live. So, you want to ask that question. It's a little bit of a topic question. You asked about what makes what LeBron did to Miami different than Kevin
Right.
Durant
Oh, right.
going to Golden State. So,
Let's make
basically,
this
we were discussing this. Yeah, we can make this quick. LeBron James, I don't know the situation in Miami. So, Abe asked Moti, what makes it different? Because he said, why are people mad at Kevin Durant? So what he did about jumping to Golden State. So if you want to answer that question, what makes it different from what LeBron did with Miami than what Kevin Durant did with Golden State?
First of all, as a coach, I'd rather play with a bunch of average players than have superstars on my team. I'll tell you guys why. All right, they're coachable. Very coachable. When you have superstars, you have ego.
Ego,
Right? So you have a team that LeBron went to, all right, with Wade and Bosh. Bosh was a man in Toronto, LeBron a man in Cleveland, Dwayne Wade, that's his team.
Right.
Now he's giving basically hand over the keys to LeBron James, right? There goes the ego right there. As a coach, that's very hard to control. You know what I'm saying? They still won 2 championships out of 4 years, but it's way different what KD did. KD was up 3-1 versus his team.
Okay.
All right, the Warriors won 73 games the year before that.
Facts.
Okay,
Okay.
he's going to an established team.
Okay.
That won a championship without him. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want difference, there goes difference. LeBron brought championships. Warriors just added another player. They had won it.
Okay, so the Warriors, you're saying they were already a good team, and then joining a good team, it makes you know.
Joining a dominant, one of the best
One of the
teams
best dominant
ever.
teams
of all time.
Well, okay. Dwayne Wade, comparing to a player from the Warriors.
Klay Thompson.
No, he's way better than Klay
I think
Thompson. And
where?
back in those times.
Prime?
And
Right.
back in right time.
I agree.
He was better than, probably, you can put him right there with Curry right now.
Man, no.
You could put him right there with Curry. Then you have LeBron and Durant. You have Chris Bosh, which nobody else, I mean.
Who?
Draymond Green. So I'm saying it's not that bad of a deal. It's not that big of a difference. It doesn't matter how you win.
It does.
Chris Bosh dominated the whole thing.
So you're telling me if this offseason, Kawhi Leonard, DeMar DeRozan, Paul George, and LeBron James all go to the Lakers, that's not a problem?
That's a huge problem.
Hey, I agree.
You saying it's,
Big problem.
that's a
I
problem.
agree.
It doesn't matter how they get there. It's
I agree.
if you.
No, if that happens, no, it's still different though. Yeah, why? They still gotta come together and play.
Stop.
You
That's
gotta-
four superstars.
I mean,
It is
it's
four
hard.
superstars.
That's not
hard.
No, it's not.
Everybody wants to build them. Why did Kyrie leave?
You're built this chemistry when you're coming off.
Why did
of
Kyrie
it.
leave?
Because LeBron wanted him gone.
No.
That is why.
No.
LeBron wanted him
He
traded.
wanted to do it by himself.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Hey, he won't ever do it by himself. By the way, he made it.
You guys don't know the story. He wanted gone because he learned that
LeBron was gone.
LeBron said he's willing to trade him, and he got mad. He wanted to be out.
LeBron was getting ready to handle the key.
My sources never steered me
LeBron's
wrong.
going into his, the end of his career, like, he needs a Kyrie to handle the ball, to take that stress off of. Dude, even last year when Kyrie was playing with LeBron, when LeBron went to the bench, they couldn't score, they couldn't play defense.
Exactly.
Stop playing with this Kyrie Irving
Right.
bull crap.
So we can
Hey,
the
Kyrie Irving will be a Hall of Famer also, because he hasn't proven nothing.
Yes, he will.
He's
Kyrie
never
will
proven
be a
nothing.
Hall of Famer.
You know what I'm saying?
Eventually.
Always getting hurt, always getting the sidekick. Even in Boston, they had a great team in Boston. Adding him, I'll be honest with you, Boston should trade him. Trade him.
Yeah, they should.
It's not like LeBron.
Okay.
All right, let's
Okay,
do it.
Okay, let's
Get some value. Get him
out of there.
We're already almost more than halfway through the show, and we haven't touched on NFL, so a couple more topics of the NBA. I'm not even going to talk about best landing spots for these players no more, because that's another discussion we can have next week or something once the seasons are over. So John Beeline just interviewed with the Pistons. Dwayne Casey and John Beeline just interviewed with the Pistons yesterday. What are your thoughts on that, Mosey?
I don't like the Beeline because Beeline's kind of old. Even though he's had some success in college, I don't think he's
It would
translate to the NBA. I
NBA.
don't think so, man. But I like Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey is coming fresh off a successful team in Toronto. Like, you act like, he got fired. I don't know why he got fired.
He's a candidate for
Yeah,
Coach of the
fine,
Year.
they just needed a new identity.
Maybe, a new voice, new direction. I heard him and DeRozan to get into it. They probably would have re-signed DeRozan. That's why they're like, hey, I'll get ready to hit the problem, But Dwayne Casey, he just proved it.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Like a winning season in Toronto, when he took over Toronto, they were losing. So he took that over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that'll be a great fit. Beeline,
What do you think about Beeline? Not even Dwayne Casey. I don't want it to be a debate. Which would you rather have? I think it's just John Beeline.
Obvious case, everybody
Yeah.
wants
So
Casey.
would you want John Beeline to be a coach of the Pistons?
If we can't get Casey,
Yeah, I agree.
I'll take it.
I agree. Like if
If
we
we
can't.
can't get Casey, why not?
Yeah. What's better out there? That's my only question.
We're very limited right now for coaching.
Yeah. So
Who
we
wants to even come coach?
Yeah, the Pistons.
Honest.
We're in a
What they
tough
have in
situation.
their contracts and their limit of what they can actually do this offseason, it's hard because you're setting yourself up to come here. At least the first couple of years, first 2 years, you're gonna be it's gonna be a failure.
We got a phone call. I gotta know how to answer this because it's a number that. Oh, there we go. I answer like that.
So I might have to slide it.
So this is the
Hold it.
keypad one. No, it didn't work. Sorry. If whoever just called, please give us a call back. This phone was difficult. I don't know if you guys want to try it, but I'm sorry for whoever called. Missed call. If you want to call them, so it's that 221 number. Give us a call back. Abe, what's your thoughts on John Beeline, Dwayne Casey?
I think he'd be a solid coach.
John
Take that Michigan team that not a lot of people had even going to the Elite Eight to the championship game. Almost did it, but I think coaches like that. Tom Izzo is another guy we were trying to get. I think Guyz is somebody that he likes to keep it in, like within the house. So I guess being a Michigan coach is something he wants to do.
What's going on, man? Who we got calling right now?
Oh, that's my name.
we got Kareem Abdullah, Uncle Eddie's son, who was on the show last week. You're more known as Uncle Eddie's son, by the way. You're not known as Kareem, by the way.
Mr. Kareem.
All right, man. K Dog, what up, K Dog? What you got to say, K Dog?
Man, I'm just gonna give you a few tips on why the Cavs are gonna beat the Warriors.
Okay, why do you think the Cavs are gonna beat the Warriors, K Dog?
Man, just like how I took your boy that sitting across from you yesterday at Keyword. You brought it up. They ended it today.
Who, AZ?
No, me.
Oh, Munir Headline?
Yeah, right next to him.
For the viewers, we played a game up to 2.
All right.
5 open 2s, and he barely made one.
I'm gonna give you a couple of tips though.
Okay.
What's gonna happen? They're gonna put Green on KD, right?
Who's Green?
Green.
Oh, Jeff Green. My bad. I just make sure you know who you're talking about.
They're on the same team now.
But they're gonna have Green on KD, which is lockdown, automatic, okay?
All right.
I see that fasting got you hallucinating.
Okay.
It was actually a good game.
Yeah, it was a great game.
I know that Gaylord is going to be sat out with LeBron's words. LeBron is going to make sure he's sat out.
I don't think that was
That was just a terrible loss, man. You know how much money I lost on that, Kezo?
Hey, we're going to talk about that some other time.
I'm at my gas station right now, and I think these drug dealers over here are supplying them with a supply.
Who, JR? Hey, you silly kid. Yeah, hey, we appreciate the phone call, Kitty, and I like your theory, man. And those are sound like some good matchups too.
Thanks.
Okay, we're gonna have to we appreciate that. We're gonna have to make sure we're gonna have to take care of that. We're gonna make sure we fix that right quick. All right, Kitty, man, take it easy, bro. Yeah, look.
Hey, Kareem,
Yeah,
he definitely grown.
Yeah, he's growing up, man. We should never be able to have these conversations with him before.
Exactly.
Now we can have these conversations.
I see why you guys are right coming. He said put LeBron on Clay
Clay,
Thompson.
he stays around.
Just his thinking. Come on,
Yeah,
he's thinking.
He's thinking,
Bro,
bro.
hey, we never used to have him thinking. We never used to have him
Like,
thinking.
he was the last guy on our family fantasy team. Like, he's like, yo, like, come
Yeah.
on.
All right.
And now he's
We
arguing.
ain't have nobody, Now it's like he's in there now.
Yeah, so he's in there. So,
I'm probably getting.
yeah, we're gonna move into the NFL, guys.
Don't bet on the Cavs.
We got like 20 minutes left, by the way, guys. So we're gonna just somewhat fly through it. We're not gonna talk MLB as we've been doing the last couple of weeks. There's a lot of great topics to talk about in the NFL. So quickly, guys, we had a question from Woody Diashi last week. He comes up with some good questions. That's why I acknowledged them. And I want to ask it. So he asked, which rookie quarterback you guys think would be the first one to start for their teams? You got Josh Allen in Buffalo. You got Josh Rosen in Arizona. You got Sam Darnold of the Jets. You got Baker Mayfield for Cleveland. And then you got Lamar Action-Packed Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens. And then you got a few other ones. But those are really the important ones. So out of all of those 5, who do you guys see starting the first out of all those 5? Because every one of them has somebody in front of them that should be starting before the season starts.
Yeah.
Technically, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good question. And I thought it was a great question. Abe, I'm gonna start off with you. Abe, what do you got to say
Go
about
with my
that?
guy Josh Allen.
Josh Allen from
The
Buffalo.
reason why is because when I look at, which I'm not saying he's the best. When I look at all the rookie quarterbacks, look at who's ahead in the depth chart. He has AJ McCarron.
Yes.
He
He
was
was
a
mighty, yeah.
backup journeyman around the league. I think
Not a
he's
journeyman, only been on one team, but go
the
ahead.
Bengals.
Yeah, you stay there the whole
It is
line.
what it is. Let me tell you though, with AJ McCarron, I don't think he has what it takes. I think it'll be a few games. If he doesn't get injured, I think he'll eventually lose it. I think I'll give him 2 or 3 games. The next possible guy would be Baker Mayfield, but I think Tyrod Taylor will do enough to keep, him on the bench a little longer. So.
Yeah, I think Tyrod's not that bad.
Yeah.
I don't think he took Buffalo, who had nobody, to the playoffs, man. So I mean, Cleveland, they're all right, man. Who do you got to
I'll
say?
go with Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Baker Mayfield just because he's the first overall pick, and a lot of people, when they picked him in Cleveland, they're just like upset and all that.
Yeah.
People did not expect that. So if he actually proves that he can be the starter, they should give him a chance. And during what is it right now?
OTAs.
Yeah.
OTAs, during OTAs. If he's actually proven that he can be the starter, they should give him that, and that's probably what's gonna give him that, that confidence to start him to play and see what he does.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're gonna give him that, especially the number one overall pick. Cleveland's gonna push for him to be the starter.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I think all of them got a chance to a degree, because I think they're all talented quarterbacks. But the one that sticks out to me is getting Sam Darnold for the Jets. First game of the season versus Lions.
You think he'll start that game?
I think he'll start for England.
I personally think because playing in New York there's pressure by itself. So I think me personally I like the Phillies players in this kind of situation.
Okay.
No, I'm serious. Because it proves to me if he has it now. You know what I'm saying? Playing in New York, first game of the season, Monday Night Football. I want to see if he got the goal.
Some will say that that's a bad idea.
Yeah, some of that's like a lot of pressure.
Because you might, you might break it.
And then as a rookie, he never recovered.
He never
maybe.
had it. He never had it.
I think he doesn't have
People,
it.
because with Jared Goff, he sat on the bench a long time in his rookie year, and I think that was a big reason why his second
He
year.
was playing good on the Minnesota.
It was Case Keenum.
He was playing good.
I know, but they could have put him first and see if he had what it takes. But I think they sat him down, they let him develop, they gave him that time, and I think that's why he translated to a good second year.
Who did the Jets have anyway?
Josh
Josh
McCown.
McCown.
And they got Teddy Bridgewater.
No, McCown not there no more.
Yeah, he is. She's still there.
McCown, Bridgewater.
Bro, they messed up by signing Bridgewater.
I think they keep him for trade.
Double check that.
Oh, we got a phone call. We got another phone call.
Double check McCown.
He is. I think. Oh shoot. Man, you want to go ahead and do what you did last time in there? My bad, guys. Whoever just called, make sure you answer. They're like a familiar number too,
I'm
so
serious.
make it a familiar voice. But Josh McCown, you want
Maybe
to check it
something
out?
happened this morning.
He
We're
is.
gonna do more of the. We're gonna do more of the.
Yeah, he's there. He's really
Teddy, I
there.
know Teddy's there, but Teddy's come up from injury, so
Yeah.
that's why.
I still go ahead. I don't know. I continue to blew it with Teddy Bridgewater. He's a solid.
Oh, you know what? He's on the Jets.
I was like Arizona.
Alright, my opinion, I like Josh Rosen, but Sam Bradford is still on the Arizona Cardinals, and I think that he's going to do a solid job. But we all know Sam Bradford, what he's known for is injuries. So I think Josh Rosen's going to be probably the best quarterback coming out of this draft, man. Like, I know he's weird and too cocky and confident, but I think Arizona's a perfect fit for him.
Man, his coach came out and talked about him, Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
He was, like,
Jim Moore or
yeah,
whatever.
he was saying that he's tested or something like that. Like, come on.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
I like him. I think he's
yeah,
talented.
I like Lamar Jackson the most, though. I can't wait to watch him, especially in Baltimore. It's gonna be
Might be
exciting.
that black horse.
Yeah, man. Whoa, where we going with that?
You gotta understand what that means.
Okay, alright.
He's like the guy that nobody expected to come out and be the guy.
Yeah, the dark horse. You don't say the black horse, man.
He's fast.
I hope Dave ain't listening. Dave really gonna start question. That's strike three.
They must show right now.
Alright, so I'm gonna move on to. We're gonna move on to basically we're gonna debate projections. So I saw an article on ESPN, okay, and so we're gonna have to fly through this because we only got like about 15 minutes left. So I saw an article on ESPN where they broke down projections for victories for each and every team, and so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say either over or under the projections that they have, which as long as my laptop gets downloading. I guess Abe, if you got it in front of you, we just.
First, we have the New England Patriots. They have them projected at 10.5.
Yeah, so the New England Patriots. So we're gonna just ask. We're gonna say over and under, and if you want to say
You
something
think they
quick.
win more or less?
Yeah. So let's start off with you, Willie. You got over for 10.5 for the Patriots.
Over.
Okay. How about you, Moti?
Yeah, I like over too.
Okay.
I go under.
You go under.
I'm very serious about this. I think the Patriots, and just 10 will be under, just so you guys know.
Okay.
I think they'll be around 9 or 10, just because they're the Patriots. They're always around that area, but I don't see them winning 11. They lost a lot of key players. There's a lot of stuff going around over there. I know they got Sony Michel, that's probably the best addition, but I think they'll still win games and make the playoffs like they usually do, but I think they'll lose more games than people expect this year too.
I see 11 right there, just because of what you explained, but they're still the Patriots, and their division is weak. So that's why I'll give them 11 wins right there, about over. I got it in front of me. Pittsburgh Steelers at 10. Moti, over or under?
Yeah, 10 is good. I'll probably go even.
Even.
Because,
Yeah, it's up division, man. Very tough
not only
division.
that, Bell is mad. Bell is mad,
Yeah, Bell.
and disappointed. He hasn't got his contract yet, so I don't think he should be running as hard as, he's doing right now.
Okay, and Money, what do you got?
I got him over.
Okay. Hey, keep the ball rolling. I'm gonna just step out right quick.
Pittsburgh Steelers, 10 wins. I also have them over. I think they're the team that's going to be, they're just picking up a little bit defensively. There's going to be the team to beat. I had them winning last year. They were close, didn't cut it, but I think this year is their year. Next team, we have the Philadelphia Eagles, the former Super Bowl champions. They're projected at 9.9. So what do you guys have?
I'm gonna go under because, they're still drunk in the Super Bowl, and I think that they're not gonna put up a good year at the beginning of,
I think they got better.
I do see them over, even though they lost,
Just over will be 10 wins because it's at 9.9. So technically, 10 wins will make them over. And I personally have them over because I think,
What are you talking about right now?
the Eagles,
I
9.9.
mean, I think the Redskins added a better quarterback to their offense, in my opinion.
You like the
I
Redskins?
do like
I think the Redskins will be the worst team in the
And
NFC.
also the Cowboys.
You like the Cowboys? Wow, what about
I do not like the Eagles.
Yeah,
I do not like the Eagles
you don't.
because.
I think they're loaded, man. They loaded up, man.
There's other reasons, I don't like them, but.
Because of family?
Big time.
Okay, so that's what you're saying.
So Omar, do you see them?
Eagles, I got them going over. I see them. I think they're the best team in the NFC right now. Still the best team in the NFC. Debate, but still roster wise. Packers 9.5. What you guys got?
I got them over.
How about you?
I got them at 10.
I see this year as a big time bounce back for the Green Bay Packers going over the team.
Listen, I'm gonna stay on the show, hopefully everybody, remember, but I'm gonna go under, why? Because the Lions are gonna be over.
Lions, they just take them by the way.
And the Lions are gonna
You
lose.
sound like a Lions fan.
You really
Yeah.
think the Lions are
Lions
gonna
are
win?
They're in the same division as Vikings,
No,
right?
no, no,
Yeah,
I'm not,
Vikings are
yeah, I know,
And the Bears.
I'm not gonna say division, but I'm gonna say he's gonna be over the Green Bay.
Okay, so we got more than good. Okay, that's a good. That's a one that we're gonna remember in the season, and we're gonna be like, Moti, you called it, or Moti, we can't have you on the show for the next year. It's part of our
Definitely
I'm
band.
just calling.
You're definitely gonna push Strong sandwich from your fan.
I know that's right.
Yes.
And
All right.
turkey.
Vikings to me, this is disrespectful, but whatever. 9.4, which is basically 9.5. Money, what do you got?
I think they're still the best team in my division, and I do see them going over that.
Same as well with me. I have
them
one
under.
over.
I have them under.
Under?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What do you have making the playoffs?
Let me tell you something. The Vikings, they did get Kirk Cousins. They did get Sheldon Richardson. I think this offseason they got better. But the roster doesn't necessarily mean you win games.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's
I
true.
think Case Keenum did a lot of, they used to call him Houdini. He did a lot of Houdini plays during the season. That defense really kept them up. I think they just had some wins that, they could have won either way, especially versus the Lions. So I think they're going to go over. Just 9 will make them under. So just 9 will make them under. I got them around 8 or 9. Still probably, borderline wild card team.
Yeah, I got them down, like I said, with the Lions, and, it's either them or the Lions in the division, but, Lions had a number last year, so, as great as they were last year, the Lions are good too, so.
So 9.4 over under.
Now I'm gonna go over 10.
Alright, Los Angeles Rams 9.2. I got over.
I got over also, man. I really like the Rams. Rams, to me, I like them so much.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, championship, games.
Yeah.
Championship caliber?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. How about
I
you,
got
Manny?
them over. They added a couple of defensive keys and Duncan Sue, the cornerbacks. I
Yeah.
see them way over
How about you?
I'm under too. I'm sorry.
Under? Who do you have
Let me
in the
tell you.
playoffs?
there. Definitely gonna rewind this.
Yeah, I
Let me
know.
tell you. They did get Sue. They do have Donald.
But
They do have-
when you add players to your
Keep
roster,
the
doesn't
lead.
necessarily
Easy.
mean to
They
win.
got the four.
corners,
They-
Steve and Peters.
That's if they
They
play
got,
16
they got
games.
Darnold Sue.
Let me tell you something. This 4 will not play 16 games. I want to take that to the bank. This 4 will not be on the field
Okay,
together.
that's fine.
For 16
Two of them
games.
show up. They got a better
It's
line than that.
when you have a lot of egos, like most talked about earlier, it's hard to coach. Guyz is a great coach. I think he can make something happen, but 9 wins, I'll give them 9. I don't think, they're,
It would be disappointing if they won 9. So.
Yeah, I mean,
and I agree. I think
they
it's
won
disappointing,
11
but
last year. And they got better
Because
team.
their offense is fine.
Saints 9.2 over under Munir.
I like the Saints. I'm gonna go over.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them 10 wins.
Me too.
10
Eight.
wins.
I go over, I give them about 10 too.
I'm actually waiting for the Saints to decline.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
it's Drew Brees.
Here. Yeah,
That guy
but in order for them to decline, then these lines.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going under.
Yeah,
I know 8 wins.
I want to go under too.
I think that with Mark Ingram starting off with suspension, some teams got bad luck.
Right,
It
right.
starts off, and Kamara, I love, you know me, I'm a big fan of Kamara.
How was
I
their
think
defense last year?
they're alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're alright. But I think that they're gonna have injuries. You know, some teams got that bad luck curse, you know, and I think it's gonna be them next year. Atlanta Falcons 9 wins. Over under.
Over, I've seen
He's a
them.
big fan, Falcons fan.
You know
I
why?
am-
Because they have firepower and their defense is straight. That combination, I'll give you.
I'm going exactly
Yeah,
9.
yeah,
I'm going
I'm
even.
neutral right there, man.
I'm even at
Yeah,
9.
I'm gonna go with that too because the Falcons disappointed me with that loss to New England. I lost a lot of respect for them.
Carolina Panthers, 8.8 over under. I say 8.
Scam Newton.
The
The
scam.
scam, I don't see him. I see him. I see him right
He's
there.
definitely declining.
Yes.
Cam Newton is
You can
definitely-
see it.
Ever since that year, he, I think it was his second year. Ever since then, he's been declining.
Even that defense,
They're not the same.
their main players are declining too. It's like Tyler Davis was getting hurt.
Yeah, so Panthers are slipping, so I got them at 8, so
I'm at
under.
8 as well.
Yeah, under. Alright, Los Angeles Chargers, this is an interesting one, 8-7. To me, I think I got them over, man. I got them 9-10 wins this year. I think their defense is the biggest sleeper out of all defenses going into this year, man. They're gonna be loaded on defense. Hunter Henry getting hurt almost hurt them. I'm telling you, man, the Chargers are gonna be good, man.
I heard them from making the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, I don't see them gonna make it this year. So it's gonna be a surprising team. It's gonna be Pittsburgh, it's gonna be maybe the Chargers. It's gonna be a team that we do not expect to make it to the Super Bowl this year. I promise.
I'm gonna disagree with you, though, but I think under. Losing Hunter Henry is big in my opinion to the offense. But I hate cities that have two teams. Like I don't care.
Not fair.
It's not fair. I don't care how big a city. Like you have the two teams. It's not fair for the fans. Like
the Warriors.
no. Well, in California, it's huge. The Warriors are not. Right? No,
Yeah, they're Oakland.
they're not. Yeah, they're not. So it's like people traveling 10, 12 hours just to see a Lakers game.
So what do you got? Under Avery, you got under over.
I'm over. I think the Chargers, I agree with you. I think they have a good year. The defense is good. They just got Derwin James safety
Yeah.
from Florida State. He's really good. I think Philip Rivers finally has a team where he can, take to the deep in the playoffs. I have them around 10, maybe 11 wins.
Alright, so now guys, just say over under because we only got like 8 minutes left. So 49ers 8.7, over under.
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 I got under, I got an 8 too probably. Kansas City Chiefs 8.6.
Under. Mahomes.
Over.
is the answer.
I see a 9. 9 wins.
Yeah, I mean-
Mahomes is not the answer.
Yes, he is.
I like 9. I like that.
Mahomes is the answer. I got him over. Dallas Cowboys 8.5. No T.
And I told you guys I like it. I'm going over.
I can see him over too.
Under.
Under, I got him probably at 8. Jacksonville 8.5. Well,
Over
Over.
for sure.
Yeah, they need to come back.
8 wins is disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Baltimore Ravens 8.4.
I'll go under.
Under.
You gotta need sound effects here. Under.
Under, yeah, we did it.
Right.
Houston Texans 8.4. I got them over. Right over. To like 9, 7, 10, and 6.
Yeah, I see them 8. I'm gonna go under.
8.
I'll go under.
Yeah.
No T.
I mean, why are they predicting those lose every team? It's like every team is like 8 or 9.
Exactly.
No, we don't.
That's what it is.
What the hell is going on?
There's a lot of pressure.
I'm gonna go under.
You guys keep telling me, who's gonna make the playoffs. There's a lot of teams at 8.
8.2 over under. They just made the playoffs last year, and I think they got
I'm
better.
gonna go over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over.
Dale, me too. I'm gonna go Dale.
I got 9. I got a great line.
New coaching staff. Oakland Raiders 7.9 with John Gruden. New
Over.
team. Over.
They have to go over to get their
Facts. I like Gruden so much, and I think he is open football, man, in every aspect. But I'm gonna be humble. Under.
Under. I'm gonna go over just because John Gruden's coming in. Seattle Seahawks. This is the team. The definition of under 7.9. A. Detroit Lions 7.7. Detroit Lions 7.7. Over or under wins?
100% over.
100% over.
Under.
Under.
Under
Wow.
7 wins.
I'm the biggest Lions fan.
6 and 10. What do you expect?
7.
7 and 9. How about you?
I'm gonna quote.
Wait, 7 and 9 you're saying?
I'm gonna quote a great poet, Uncle Eddie. Choo, choo. Detroit Lions over.
Buffalo Bills 6.9. Over under money.
I can see him over 6 games. I can see him right there. 7
7's
wins.
over. I'll say under.
Under. Yeah.
Some one of these teams have to take an L, like a
A
bad
lot of
season.
them gotta take an L.
Right.
And if we're going over like that
Right,
for
yeah.
17.
Bengals 6.9. Over under. I am under.
Under. Yeah.
I got 6
I
wins.
give him over, I give him 7.
Alright, Broncos 6.9. I thought that's kind of disrespectful.
I mean, in order for other teams to win, the Broncos
Yeah.
have to have a good team. Yeah, it's money to win.
I give him over.
What?
I give him 7. I give him 7. We got Case Keenum, like I said,
Yeah.
he can make moves.
I think he's a
Bradley Chubb, the defense got better. I give him 7.
Right up there, 7
And Case Keenum is streak, what is that?
He is streaky. You got over under.
Under,
Oh.
a bad year for the Bears too, I got them under.
Bears,
I got
man,
the
they're
Bears
over. Yeah, 7
I got
wins,
the
17
Bears
wins, man. I got him over, man.
Lions.
I know, but
I give them 7.
Lions.
I
I
like
give the Bears
it.
7.
Colts 6.8 under. I got
I
under.
give them under.
yeah, I can go.
Redskins under. Muhammad, I don't know what do you see in the
I like the
Redskins.
Redskins.
I go under.
Under, man.
I'm telling you, man, hey,
Giants.
you got a quarterback in my opinion. Their scheme.
Stop.
Their
man.
scheme.
Kirk Cousins, bro.
Jay
They got
Bruce
Greece
scheme.
too, right?
Scheme.
Guys,
I give him- I give him
yes.
six. Alex Smith's better
Yeah,
quarterback than
it is,
Smith.
guys. New York Giants 6.5. I got it over, way over. They're the sleepers team coming out of the NFC East.
What
Oh,
they
look,
really
it's injured again.
Odell's back too, yeah, you're right.
I got them over.
I'm over.
Yeah, Saquon coming. Buccaneers 6.5.
Here's your boy Winston.
Oh, yeah,
That's a tough one, man. 6.5.
They're under. They're under for me.
Hey, yo, man,
Under.
I made a big mistake. I drafted Mike Evans before Antonio Brown. How about that?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. That's the kind of stuff, the disloyalty and the forgetfulness I try to tell people. You know Antonio Brown's the GOAT,
I am.
and you pick back Evans.
Hey, I mess with Brown. Me and Brown, we got contact, Twitter and all that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I made a mistake, but it won't happen again. Before we go to the next question, I want to give a big shout out to Name Dollar right here.
Yes, sir.
I grew up with him, man. The things he's doing, I'm very impressed. And I'm proud of him.
Yes, sir. We all proud of you,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate it.
We all appreciate you. Miami Dolphins 6.3 over under. 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 Cardinals 6 wins over under.
I see him over.
I go under, man.
Under. We're under just
I
because.
give him 6.
I think it's gonna be fun on offense, but I don't think they're gonna win the game. Jets 6 wins pretty much over under.
Under.
Alright, and Cleveland Browns 5.7. I got over.
Over.
Yes, I like the Browns.
I don't see it.
I mean,
I'm going under.
they're not the Browns of last year yet.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so they had a lot of weapons.
They got Josh Gordon.
on both sides, offense and defense.
Jarvis Landry.
What is
Nick
that?
Chubb.
I- I
6
really-
high, 4 games.
4 games.
It's still an improvement.
Yeah, it is
Still
an
under.
under.
No, that's a
Yeah, it's still an
disappointment.
under
To
though.
me, if they don't
4
get
wins.
If they don't
If
get
they don't get
6
six or
wins,
seven,
they
They're
said-
not gonna get 6.
6 or 7 minimum.
Hey,
Don't-
that division is
I
not
would
that
be
bad.
disappointed.
They're not that good.
To me,
Six.
they have too much talent. They just got Jarvis Landry, Josh Gordon.
They do
That's a
got
full year of training and all that.
Yeah.
They got Baker Mayfield in case Tyler Tyler doesn't play up to it. Their defense is solid, so they picked up
Maybe
that
five.
corner.
Hyde and Chubb as running backs
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, man,
So-
I think they're loaded. man.
Maybe 5.
Hey, if they have at least 5 players, the fantasy level.
They're not
Yeah.
going from 0-16 to win what a 5 game.
So, quickly guys, fantasy, I know man, these two teams, I don't think we're gonna do them justice since we only got 3 minutes left because they both got fantasy loaded players. So Pittsburgh Steelers, I guess, we were to discuss this. You guys got Le'Veon Bell, your number 1 overall player? Number 1 overall pick.
I do.
Yeah, I don't know if you wanna share this since we're all in fantasy.
Yeah, I don't like sharing information, I really don't.
Yeah, I don't either, but Antonio Brown, is he top 5 still?
Oh, yes.
Fantasy?
Yes.
Sex.
Is he the number 1 wide receiver?
Oh, he's number 1 receiver. I don't know if he's not, if it's not PPR. It's a question. Yeah.
PPR.
PPR. Yeah.
Okay, Ben Roethlisberger, is he a top 10 quarterback going into the season?
No, not for.
Facts. People, man, listen.
Facts.
He got a talent. He got a talent, man.
I can
Man.
make it 10.
Okay, last but not least,
I'll
Juju
make it
Smith.
10.
Juju Smith-Schuster, is he a wide receiver, top 20 wide receiver in fantasy?
I don't like him.
I like him, but I don't know. I don't know.
I would say.
I need a list. This is what I need a list.
Okay.
Top 20 in the whole league. I don't like him.
Okay, now move over to the Baltimore Ravens since we only got 2 minutes left. Joe Flacco, is anybody drafting him this year?
No.
Who's
Alex,
that?
okay, Alex Collins, is he a
Yes.
RB2?
Yes.
Yeah, I can
Is
see
he a
it.
top 20 running back?
He's right there in the border with top 20.
Who's that?
Who's that? They don't care
Alex
about it.
Collins?
Michael Crabtree, is he a wide receiver 1, top 20 wide receiver? Is he in Baltimore Ravens? I say yes, I like him a lot this year, man. I'm telling you.
A big part of his
Flacco
success.
don't know football like that.
Right, and a big part of his success was Amari Cooper, believe it or not. I heard this,
They
you
got
know,
players
when they
still.
wire
It makes sense. It makes sense.
when they wire it, Derek Carr went up to Amari Cooper after a touchdown from Crabtree, and he said a big part of that was because they doubled
Makes
him.
sense.
That's a big part of it.
Alex Collins. Who's that? Doug Collins.
Is he Doug Collins' cousin?
Doesn't.
Is he?
You never know.
Who's that?
Alright, any other fantasy relevancy? Baltimore Ravens defense, I guess. That's the only question mark with that. Justin Tuck is the number one kicker in fantasy.
I like him.
I believe.
I like him.
Alright. Well, anyways, guys, we got 1 minute left. Anything final words, Moti?
Yeah, I'm gonna say a quick story about the dare. I mean, why LeBron passed to Hill, right?
Yeah.
All right, in high school, I made the same, decision. It was a junior senior game. I'm coming down. I got double teamed. I look over to my left. Mosey is double teamed. Mosey is on top of your brother. So sitting in the corner with my friend. I don't like saying names.
Fado,
And
tell him.
wide open. So I made a conscious decision, throw it over there to open guy. All right, buzzer shot, misses it. We lose the game. But till this day, I'll make that kind of hit. He's open.
Because he's open. So, Abe,
And I'm double
to answer
teamed.
your question.
I'm double
So I'm
teamed.
passing it to LeBron.
You said you depending on who's the teammate, so you would shoot it if you're double teamed.
Did he hit? Was it close shot?
Yes, it was about 10, 12 feet shot.
So
He missed it.
Like I'm talking about when he
Oh,
hit
when it hit the
when it hit the
rim.
rim.
Oh yeah, it wasn't an air ball. To be honest with you, I thought it was going in.
Alright.
It looked good.
You make the pass. If he's a terrible shooter, you don't make the pass. You shoot.
No, he was open.
Right, okay, he's not a good
He
shooter.
was open,
We're gonna discuss who it
10,
is
12
after
feet
the
shot,
night.
10, 12 feet shot. I'm passing that.
And you
Probably 90% of the time.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 times, man. You gotta do it.
You
have to.
You gotta do it.
So
It's on the court for a
we're
reason.
talking about NBA players. You know what I'm saying? Hill made that cut. Damn. It was good to be able to have that type of foul. Come on, stop it.
That's how we're gonna close out the show. Appreciate Big Bro Moti for coming on the show. Again, guys, we'll be live next week. I'm gonna have my homie Matt Cassidy over here. We're looking forward to that. Omar T, you got Munir H, you got Abe Z, you got Big Bro Moti. We're the fantasy guys for this week, and we're here to talk some fantasy guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.
See y'all next week.
See y'all next week.
I appreciate you guys, man.
There's a lot of wires. Gotta be careful with the wires.
It was a good show.
Yeah, man, a lot of fun, man.